Begin afresh every morning. Devotional thoughts for women.
Good morning, my beloved friends. Today, April 2nd, 2023, our devotional is entitled Death at Childbirth. The scripture reading is taken from 1 Samuel chapter 4, verse 20. And about the time of her death, the woman who stood by her said to her, "Do not fear, for you have borne a son." But she did not answer, nor did she regard it. Israel had fled from the Philistine armies. 30,000 men had perished, and the ark had been stolen. The sons of Eli, priests and impious men, died in the battle. After hearing the news, Eli, almost 100-year-old, was overcome. He died immediately. He had dishonored God as high priest, as a judge, and as a father. This made him partially responsible for the fact that God's presence had been withdrawn from Israel. It was not enough that the ark and the sanctuary were in the midst of Israel. It was not enough that the priests offered sacrifices and that the people were called the children of God. The Lord does not regard the request of those who cherish iniquity in the heart. This terrible news caused Phinehas' wife to go into labor prematurely. Her friends encouraged her to celebrate the arrival of her son. A son was considered to be a great blessing for a widow, but her pain was not for her losses, but for seeing that God's divine presence had withdrawn from Israel. The wife of Phinehas, notwithstanding the impiety of her husband, was a woman who feared the Lord. The death of her father-in-law and her husband, and above all, the terrible tidings that the ark of God was taken, caused her death. She felt that the last hope of Israel was gone, and she named the child born in this hour of adversity Ichabod, or Inglorious, with her dying breath mournfully repeating the words, "The glory is departed from Israel, for the ark of God is taken." The presence of God in your life is the greatest blessing, and His absence is the greatest calamity. We can be faithful to God in adverse circumstances, even when our loved ones are not. A similar experience will occur at the end of time, when God's grace is withdrawn from the earth. But woe to those who are pregnant and to those who are nursing babies in those days. Matthew chapter 24, verse 19. For indeed the days are coming in which they will say, "Blessed are the barren, wombs that never bore, and breasts which never nursed." Luke chapter 23, verse 29. Cultivate a faith that can withstand every trial, even the withdrawal of God's grace.